So, turkesterone, this is exactly what this video is going to be about. So when it comes to turkesterone, I haven't heard too much about it. I have done my research recently. To me, the way it came across originally is the steroids without having any side effects. You see insane results and there are no side effects, all good for you. It's meant to be a natural thing. I don't know the science behind it, so I'm not going to talk about that. But a lot of people said they have seen crazy results. They have seen massive strength gains, massive muscle gains. Some people said they just felt better in their workouts and better recovery. There are also a lot of people out there who said that they haven't seen any changes whatsoever. So because of this, I thought to myself, let me try this thing and let me do an experiment and take this for a month and see if I notice any difference in my physique or the way I feel or in my strength gains in general. I mean, generally speaking, it would be nice to make some gains in the gym, but also I'm just really interested in what this thing is going to do for me. Is it going to get me massive? Is it going to increase my strength? Is my bench press going to go up like crazy? We're going to find out in this video. So the turkesterone that I have purchased it's called Turkesterone Elite. It has 60 capsules in it. It cost me £25, which for a supplement, I mean, I don't really take supplements, so I don't know how much these things cost, but it's a little bit expensive. I guess 60 capsules, if you take one a day, which is originally the recommended dosage, then it lasts you 2 months. So my original plan is to take one a day for the first 2 weeks. And then if I don't see any results, if I don't see any difference, then I'm going to up the dosage to 2. And we're going to see what happens from there onwards. Another thing that I've also done is purchase creatine. So this is actually the My Protein creatine that I have bought. So in terms of creatine, I have done this before, maybe 4 years ago I was taking it. However, I didn't see any differences from it. I didn't see any changes. Because of this, I stopped taking it. But I thought if I'm buying turkesterone, then maybe buying creatine wouldn't be a bad idea either. Maybe taking two at the same time will enhance the results even more. I don't know. That's what this video is for. We're going to find out. But in terms of nutrition, what I'm going to do is increase my calories slightly. So I'm in a small calorie surplus. I'm not going to go on a crazy bulk, but for the sake of this challenge, sake of this experiment, I want to make sure that I'm maximizing the muscle gain, and because of this, I'm going to eat a little bit more food, always look after my protein and things like that. But yeah, what I'm going to do though is every week in this month, I'm going to give you an update of how I feel and whether I see any differences based on this turkesterone. So I'm going to stop talking now and I will update you exactly a week from today. Okay, so I have been taking turkesterone and creatine for a week now. What I have done is, on the box it said that to take 1 pill every morning of turkesterone, and in the same time I also taken a scoop of creatine. So in terms of what I have noticed and the differences, I've actually seen quite a few positives. But to give you a bit more of a context, I have actually been eating a little bit more food and I've gained a little bit of weight. It's 0.3 kilos. However, I don't think this is representative and I don't think this is accurate because this could be to do with water retention in general. But what I have noticed is simply, one thing I noticed, I'm actually sweating more, which I think could do with the fact that when you're eating creatine, your water retention becomes a bit higher. And because of this, I guess you sweat more. I have no idea. I could be talking absolutely crap here. But that's one thing I noticed. Another thing I noticed is actually, in terms of lifts, I had 2 chest push sessions. And I noticed my bench press has gone up slightly. So I have gotten 85 kilo for 7 reps on one of the sessions, and the other session I got up to 9. I don't know if this is to do with the creatine or if I felt good in the morning or if I don't know what the reason for this is. We'll have to see if it keeps improving in the future. However, for now, it's been a positive. But again, I feel like it's too early to say whether it was a turkesterone or not. And also in my physique, when I'm looking into the mirror, I felt a bit more fuller, like I felt a bit bigger. I don't know if this is to do with the turkesterone as well. Maybe it's to do with the fact that I have more water retention from the creatine also. I just feel a bit bigger. I have no idea. So I feel like from 1 week, it's hard to draw conclusions. So what I'm going to do is keep taking it for another few weeks and see if any more the changes happen. But for now, I mean, it's been really positive. So I'm going to keep taking it, keep taking 1 every morning. I know I said if I don't see any differences, then I'm going to start taking 2 pills every morning. However, 1 is enough for now because I've seen some positives. I mean, if things keep improving, then you can probably draw the conclusions that the turkesterone and the creatine are working. But for now, I mean, let's just see what happens. Okay, so it has officially been 2 weeks since I have started taking creatine and turkesterone. And my feedback so far, honestly, is very, very positive. I mean, I cannot say a bad word about this. I have no idea if these positive things are because of the turkesterone, the creatine. Maybe in hindsight, I shouldn't have started taking both of these at the same time because now I don't know which one caused these changes or if it's a placebo in the first place. But I mean, in terms of physique, I feel a bit bigger. I just had a workout earlier, back and biceps. I had a really good pump. It could be because of the creatine and the turkesterone or one of them. I feel a bit bigger. I look bigger, I think, a bit fuller. It could be because of water retention also. In terms of weight, I have gained over the past 2 weeks about 0.4, 0.5 kilos overall. But again, this could be due to water as well. And I've overeaten a little bit yesterday, so it could be because of that also. And even my lifts, I mean, I feel bigger, look bigger, but like my bench press, as I said earlier, has gone up in the first week, and now it has increased even further. Like the other day, I have gotten 6-7 reps of 90 kilos, which I haven't gotten in a very, very long time. So it's definitely a very, very positive thing. So now I'm thinking it's been 2 weeks, so maybe one of these supplements are actually working. Maybe turkesterone is actually what's causing this. But again, I still think that it's a bit too early to draw conclusions. I'll probably have to keep taking this for another couple of weeks. But I mean, so far so good. I mean, I cannot say a bad thing about it. Even in terms of just general mentality, I feel a bit more positive, a bit more motivated, a bit more self-critical in a good way. I have no idea, again, if that's because of this supplement, but it could be. Who knows? But again, what I'm going to do is keep taking this for another few weeks. Again, every morning I'm going to take one pill. I'm going to keep taking one because so far I've just seen some changes, which could be because of the turkesterone. So hopefully we'll see some further changes and further improvements on my lifts. I mean, even on exercises like squats, I felt a bit better. I never go that heavy on squats these days. I used to go heavy back in the day, but now I just do like 110 kilos for more reps. So I got 110 kilos for 10, 12 reps, and I could have done a few more. So again, I mean, it felt really, really good. And even on other exercises, the pump is a little bit better. So I cannot complain whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is keep taking this for a few more weeks and just see what happens, because so far it has been very, very positive. So I will catch you next week. So it has officially been a month since I have started taking turkesterone. I didn't do an update in week 3, but I feel like the changes were pretty small, so I didn't really see the point of this. However, now after a month, I can give you more of an in-depth update of what I have felt. So overall, my lifts have improved. I mean, I started getting, I started from 85 kilos for about 6-7 reps. Now I'm up to, 8 to 11. I'm way stronger. This significantly increased. I mean, the last week from week 3 to week 4, this lift roughly stayed the same. So I don't know if I plateaued. Maybe it's just slowed down slightly. I mean, I'm sure that's a common thing. In terms of my physique, I look a little bit better. This is what I'm looking right now. I mean, in this mirror, the lighting is a little bit better. So maybe, I mean, I look way bigger in this than I did in the previous video. But again, I feel like I feel way fuller. And I'm a little bit bigger. Maybe I gained a little bit of muscle. Maybe it's just a water retention from the creatine. I'm not really sure. But I mean, it is a positive. I look better and I feel better as well. In terms of like cardio wise, I don't know if it's meant to improve your cardio or your performance, but I feel better. I mean, I went for a run the other day and I did what I normally do, maybe a 7K, and it felt very easy. Went to boxing as well. I felt like I have more endurance. I'm not sure if it's to do with that as well. And I feel very motivated. And it could be placebo. I'm not sure if it's placebo, but I feel like it's been a month, so some of these changes maybe are because of the turkesterone, but again, I have gained 0.5 kilos as well, so maybe because I'm a little bit heavier, I can lift more weight, I'm not sure. So I feel like the best way to find out whether these changes are due to the turkesterone is to keep taking this thing. So what I'm going to do now, actually, I'm going on holiday next week for a week. So because of this, for that week, I'm not going to take this turkesterone. And while I'm not taking it, I guess when I come back, we'll see how much my strength are going to decrease, how much, how I'm going to feel in general. Maybe if I stop taking this, I'm going to get way smaller. My lifts are going to go back down again. But again, this will give a good perspective and maybe just some more interesting data in general. But after that, after I come back, I'm going to keep taking this. I'm going to keep taking this thing for 2-3 more months, and I'm going to do another update after 3 months in, because after taking this thing for 2-3 months, I feel like we'll see better data, and I feel like we'll get more of an idea of what's actually happening. I mean, maybe my lifts are going to stay the same, maybe I'm going to stop improving, maybe I'm not going to feel any better, and because of that, perhaps the turkesterone isn't working as well. But I mean, for the month that I've been taking it, I can only say positive things about it. In terms of side effects, I haven't felt anything bad. Even when I was doing research, I haven't found any bad side effects, and I haven't experienced anything bad in general. So what I recommend for you to do is, I mean, a lot of people say they haven't experienced anything when they did it. A lot of people say they experienced a lot of things, a lot of positives like me. What I recommend for you to do is actually just try it, because if there's no bad side effects, then the only way to find out whether it's for you is to try it yourself. Maybe you'll see a lot of things, and if you don't, then who cares? I mean, you spent a little bit of money, but at least you know that it's not working for you. But I recommend for you at least to try it. But anyway, what I'm going to do, as I said, is take this thing for 2-3 months and see how I feel afterwards. Maybe I'm going to get bigger again. Maybe I'm going to stop getting bigger. Maybe I'm going to plateau. I don't know. But after 3 months, as I said, it's going to be a better sample to actually get an idea whether the turkesterone is causing this, whether it's a placebo, whether it's the creatine, who knows. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is what it was for this. If you like content to do with self-improvement, stuff like sports. I do things like boxing and football, going to the gym, working out, traveling for self-improvement, or just becoming a better version of yourself, like becoming more confident. If you like that kind of content, then consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and tune in for the next video, which will come out actually next week.